Good evening, I'm John Voice, welcoming you to the Sonny Michael Show, presenting the best national and international music and variety acts, and being broadcast across Australia and around the world on the MVP network and affiliate stations. Now, I'd like to introduce the star of the show and the host, Mr. Sonny Michaels. Thank you. A big welcome to everyone here and at home, and welcome to the Sonny Michael Show. How are you all? I'm feeling the love here tonight. I can't tell you how great it is to be back, to once again bring you some of the best acts from here, home, and around the world. And we have some really superb artists tonight. Now listen to this lineup. Brisbane darlings, MICK MEDEW and Ursula. Plus we have the latter bringing us their Ursula report. All the way from Adelaide, Sonny Michael Show favourites, IZERA. From the UK, Triangle Head featuring Stephen Hartley. Local rockers Gravel Sandwich have a new track. And Brisbane's KARL AVENGER returns to the show. Melbourne crooner Steve Danko. From Akron, Ohio, the super talented Brian Woods with his brand new single. We also have a very special guest, someone I've known for what seems like forever. And we're going to do a bit of a number together. Sonny's Wheel is back, and not forgetting our house band Stencil Jazz. But before we go any further, I'm going to introduce my good friend, the mums love him, Mr. John Voice.
Great, Sonny.
How are you, John? Welcome back.
Ridiculous as usual, Sonny. I couldn't wait to get back over here in the booth.
That's great, John. So what did you get up to over the break?
Well, as you know, Sonny, I've been back in the studio recording a new album.
True, John. I do know that. And this one, folks, is a singing album. Is that correct, John?
That's right, Sonny. That's right.
And we're going to go play a track from your new record a bit later on. I really can't wait for that. And it just so happens I have a test pressing of said new album, appropriately titled A Fool for Love.
That's me, Sonny.
And am I correct in saying, John, that it is due out the week before Mother's Day by chance?
That's right, Sonny.
You sly devil. Champion move, John. And we'll see your new song, Offset album, a bit later in the show.
Thanks, Sonny. Thanks.
Well, enough chit-chat, folks. Hold on tight. Let's go. And on with the show. Well, people, our first act tonight is the intriguing Steve Danko. This remarkable man of many disciplines brings us tonight the Jacques Brel classic, Les Prénoms de Paris, the first names of Paris. It's described as Brel's love letter to the French capital. Steve performed this song as part of his Jacques Brel tribute act, earning him the title of Melbourne's Jacques Brel. Please put your hands together for Steve Danko and his rendition of Les Prénoms de Paris.
Le soleil qui s'élève et caresse la tour, c'est Paris le jour. La scène qui se promène et me guide de doigt, c'est Paris toujours. Et mon cœur qui s'arrête sur ton cœur qui sourit, c'est Paris bonjour. Et ta main dans ma main qui me dit déjà oui, c'est Paris l'amour. Le premier rendez-vous avec le salut, c'est Paris qui commence. Et le premier baiser pour les hautes Tuileries, c'est Paris la chance. Et le premier baiser sous un portail, c'est Paris, romance. Et deux têtes qui tournent en regardant Versailles, c'est Paris, la France. Des jours que l'on oublie, qui éblouit nos voix, et c'est Paris, l'espoir. Des heures où nos regards ne sont qu'un seul regard, c'est Paris, miroir. Rien que nous encore qui sépare nos chansons, c'est Paris, bon sang. Et ta main, non, c'est Paris ce soir. Une chante un peu triste où s'arrête la ronde, c'est Paris, nous deux. Un regard qui reçoit la tendresse du monde, c'est Paris, tes yeux. Ce serment que je pleure plutôt que mélodie, c'est Paris, si tu veux. Et savoir que demain sera comme aujourd'hui, c'est Paris merveilleux. Mais la fin du voyage, la fin de la chanson, c'est Paris tout gris. Dernier jour, dernière heure, première larme aussi, c'est Paris la pluie. Ces jardins remontés qui n'ont plus le parure, c'est Paris la nuit. La gare où s'accomplit la dernière déchirure, c'est Paris fini. Loin des yeux, loin du cœur, chassé du paradis, c'est Paris chagrin. Mais une lettre de toi, une lettre qui dit oui, c'est Paris demain. Des villes et des villages, les rues tremblent, chantent, c'est Paris en chemin. Et toi qui m'attends là, et tout qui recommence, et c'est Paris, je reviens. Paris, je reviens. Paris, 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 je reviens.
Steve Danko, everyone. Say, John, I went to a fancy French restaurant called Deja Vu.
Oh, yep.
You know, the head waiter comes up to me and says, "Don't I know you?"
Oh, I don't get it, Sonny.
The next act on the show are from Burnley, Lancashire, and are called Triangle Head. It features former Not Sensible's guitarist and songwriter Stephen Hartley and bass player Gary Brown, with a reworked Not Sensible song called Disco, Ooh That Funky Beat, the Not Sensibles refrain. Put on your dancing shoes, folks, because this one's a cracker with a great video as well. Triangle Head, Disco, Ooh That Funky Beat.
Punk was a fresh blast that blew away the cobwebs of the diarrheic, self-indulgent, twiddly-diddly prog rock bilge that was around at the time. It was a two-fingered salute to the rock establishment.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can I go to the disco?
No, dear.
Several hippies got haircuts and hid their prog records under their beds.
No, dear. Actually, Mummy and I are going out to dinner this evening.
Several hippies got haircuts.
Oh, but please, Daddy. Cynthia's going.
Maybe, yes, but Cynthia has rather a reputation, Doc.
And I want to go to the disco.
Now, you must realise, these discos, they're for...
Don't care. I'm going to the disco.
They're for common working class people. You know, there's all sorts of bad influences at these discos.
I'm going to my room. I'll never speak to you again.
Several hippies got haircuts.
Everybody, it's MC Saga from Philadelphia, and I'm talking about disco soul, related, non-trendsetters, not sensables out on the floor. So put your shoes on, put your suit on, part your hair, we're going to the disco. Hey, 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 man. It's a sound that really pounds my brain, just enough to drive me insane, man. Well, the North sensables were silly, man, but through some Burnley before that time. Skin tight pants and silly haircuts, going to the disco. Hey, 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 man. Step, two step, three step, four step, dancing to the disco all night long. One step, two step, three step, four step, dancing all night to that funky beat, man. One step, two step, three step, four step, dancing all night to the funky beat. One step, two step, three step, four step, dancing in the disco all night long, man. Disco, 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 disco. Ooh, the funky beat, it just drives me wild. Ooh, the funky beat, it just drives me wild, man. Ooh, the funky beat, it just drives me wild, girl. Ooh, the funky beat, it just drives me wild, baby. Ooh, the funky beat, it just drives me wild, man. Ooh, the funky beat, it just drives me wild. Ooh, the funky beat, it just drives me wild, man. Ooh, the funky beat. Disco? No way, baby, no way. Can I go to the disco? No way, girl. Daddy says no, there's no disco. Cause ooh, the funky beat would drive you wild, girl. Ooh, the funky beat would just drive you wild. Ooh, the funky beat would drive you wild, baby. Ooh, the funky beat would drive you wild. Ooh, the funky beat would drive you wild, girl. Ooh, the funky beat. Roger and I decided to form a punk band. Ooh, the funky beat, 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 ooh, the funky disco soul is the sound that really pounds my brain, man. Not enough to satisfy and just enough to drive me insane, man. I'm talking about disco soul, the noise that really drives my brain, man. I'm talking about disco soul, it's the best that there ever could be.
Triangle Head, folks, give them a clap. And if you'd like to know anything more about any of the artists we have on our show, go to thesonnymichaelshow.com and there you will find all the details. Now, we're off to a short break, and when we return, we have Adelaide's IZERA, a new single from Brisbane's Gravel SAMWIDGE, the Ursula Report, and much, much more. So please don't go away.
That's off to Larry.
Oh no, red wine. 2 identical shirts. We washed one in inexpensive powder and the other in Dirt's Off to Larry. And the result? Absolutely bloody nothing. Dirt's Off to Larry, the washing powder people talk about.
Take my advice.
Welcome back, folks. Next up is our good friends Adelaide's IZERA with a lovely track titled Angel of Valentine. Give them a great big round of applause. IZERA!
Two strangers' eyes met across the room, and somehow I knew you, though we'd never met before. All the angels gathered round to see what heaven had found. I've never met a girl like you. Now that you are mine, to you this heart I give, and I'm gonna love you for as long as I live. Now that you are mine, to you this heart I give, and I'm gonna love you for as long as I live. Always thought that I would never find my angel of Valentine. How I love you. She's beautiful and I could not change a thing. She laughs as she spreads her wings. How I love her, love her. And now that you are mine, to you this heart I give, and I'm gonna love you for as long as I live. And now that you are mine, to you this heart I give, and I'm gonna love you for as long as I live. Every time I call your name, I see you feel the same. Well, am I just dreaming, or is this real? Well, I can't live without you. It's so hard to believe I can say that I love you, 'cause you're all I need. Now that you are mine, to you this heart I give, and I'm gonna love you for as long as I live. Now that you are mine, to you this heart I give, and I'm gonna love you for as long as I live.
IZERA, everyone. And if you're in the Adelaide area, keep an eye out for IZERA, literally playing in the street, as they have been known to do a bit of busking around the traps. And if you do see them, say hello, drop some gold in the hat and tell them Sonny told you to do it. Say, John.
Oh, yes, Sonny.
Do you remember the old days when I used to do a bit of busking, hey?
Oh, you were quite the troubadour, Sonny.
I know. Do you remember that time when I was standing on the street corner playing my guitar when a policeman came up to me?
Oh,
And he demanded to see my busking licence. Well, I told him I don't have one. Well, says the policeman, then you'll have to accompany me. Fine. I said, what do you want to sing?
Oh, yes, you're the living end, Sonny.
Now, Brisbane's Gravel Sandwich, consisting of Mark Spinks on vocals and guitar, new bass player Declan Bradbury, with former bassist Ashley Jenkins moving to second guitar, and Alex Morrison on drums. Now, they have their album out now called Complaints. Now, Complaints is the fourth full-length Gravel Sandwich LP and the second to be released on Brisbane's swashbuckling Hobo Records. It follows on from 2013's critically acclaimed Medicinal Requirements. Gravel Sandwich have carved out a distinct niche in the Australian rock landscape, always purposely on the outside of, but making the kind of noise that makes the right people pay attention. Described as anything from gutter rock, sleaze rock, outsider rock, punk, post-punk, experimental, progressive and downer rock, Gravel Sandwich have been active in one way or another since 1989. In their long lifetime, they've shared the stage with peers and legends including Lubricated Goat, Tex Perkins, Venom P. Stinger, The Beast, Adelaide, Feed Time and Mudhoney. Tonight we have for you their new video, which is the 5th track off their album. Make them very welcome, Gravel Sandwich with Don't You Know.
you know I'm uninsured? Don't you know I'm unaccountable? Don't you know?
Gravel Sandwich, folks. Their album is out, and it's called Complaints. There it is right there. And you can catch them on Sunday, April the 16th, playing at the Zoo in Fortitude Valley. And get this, folks, alongside Seminole Seattle four-piece Mudhoney, who are heading around the country on their Australian tour during April and early May. Well, next up, people, is our very own Ursula Magoo with the Ursula Report.
Hi you all, I'm Virginia Pugh. My middle name's Wynette, and that's what my family called me. You know, sometimes it's hard to be a woman, but I was a cotton picker. My top half was from Virginia, and my bottom half was from Alabama. That's what I say. I love music. My daddy, who died from a brain tumor when I was 9 years old, told my mom, if Wynette shows any sign of music interest, just get on board with whatever she wants to do musically. So I learnt piano and guitar. And Wynette Pugh, Virginia Pugh, that's not a good name for a country singer, is it? So my producer, Billy Sherrill, he called me Tammy. Tammy Wynette. Tammy was a very popular movie at the time. Tammy's in love. Yeah, I sure was in love. I got married 5 times. And I love love. And I love love songs. And I stand by my man, George Jones. He was a bit difficult to stand by, I can tell you. He drove me to cigarettes. He drove me to the pills. Oh, these are just mints. That's all right. Well, I married George. He was the king of country and I was the queen of country. We put out a lot of duets. But one night, his drinking was so bad, I stole his car keys. But he found the keys to the ride-on lawnmower, and he went on and drove that ride-on lawnmower to the bottle shop to get his whiskey. Well, that was enough for me. I just had to leave and think of my 4 little girls. I think George always loved me, and I always loved George, and I loved a love song. I don't like those happy love songs. I love songs that tear at your heartstrings. One of those that George did, by Bobby Braddock, was He Stopped Loving Her Today. The opening line is, he said, I'll love you till I die. She said, you'll forget in time. But he did love her till he died. I went and saw him just today. He was all dressed up to go away. First time I'd seen him smile in years. The only way he stopped loving her was he had to die. Now George didn't want to record that song. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit emotional here. Just have another cigarette. Another pill. He didn't want to record it, but they pestered him, and Billy Sherrill said, "Tammy, come into the studio while George records it." I sat there. I watched George sing it. It was very moving. It was his best song, I think. I love you all. Love is just the best. Thank you, Sonny.
I swear, John, she was channeling Tammy Wynette. Unbelievable and spooky. I love it. We're off to a break, and when we return, we have a classic number from our Sonny Michael show band, Stencil Jazz, Bob Short and Sonny's Wheel. So don't go away.
An important message from the Sonny Michael Show and the Dickhead Institute.
Just awful. Oh, hello. Now, did you know 9 out of 10 of us suffer dickheadism on a daily basis? Why, it's that common. I bet you didn't even know my good friend John Voice is one of the silent sufferers of occasional dickheadism. But for some unfortunates, it's so chronic that there is no known cure. Here at the Dickhead Institute, along with the Sonny Michael Show, we would like you to be aware of the 4 signals.
Yeah, ain't that
Denial of basic facts, ignorance of warning signs, constant overbearing loudness, knowing you're a dickhead but refusing to stop. If you find that you or someone you know is going down that path, don't despair. There's a few things you can do. 1, give yourself an uppercut. 2, pull your head in. 3, take a good hard look at yourself in the mirror. 4, wake up to yourself. Now, if we all try a little bit, we can all look forward to a dickhead-free future. And if you can't do it for yourself, do it for your kids.
This has been an announcement in the interest of community safety from the Dickhead Institute and the Sonny Michael Show.
Welcome back, everyone. Our distinguished show band, Stencil Jazz, perform What the World Needs Now is Love. It's a popular song with lyrics by Hal David and music composed by Burt Bacharach. It was first recorded, made popular by Jackie DeShannon, and that was released on April 15, 1965 on the Imperial label. After a release on the sister label Liberty Records the previous month was cancelled. It peaked at number 7 on the US Hot 100 in July of that year, and the song reached number 1 in Canada. The song was originally offered to singer Dionne Warwick, who turned it down at the time, saying she felt it was too country for her taste and too preachy, though she later recorded it for her album Here Where There Is Love. Give a big welcome to our stage, Stencil Jazz. What the world needs now is love.
What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there is, just true love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Lord, we don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb. There are oceans and rivers enough to cross, enough to last until the end of time. What the world needs now is love. to shine. Oh, listen, Lord, if you wanna know. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there is, just too little love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for
Bravo! Stencil Jazz. Chris Martin and Paula Brown. With a sentiment we can all agree on. Now, the evergreen Bob Short is back, and he brings us a short that's a little different than usual. Take it away, Bob.
Oh, g'day Sonny, how you going? Long time between drinks, eh? You know, love is a many splendid thing, but as Alistair Crowley once said, there is love and there is love. There is the serpent and the dove. Choose well. I'm going to do a song about love, but it's about love of family, but not necessarily the family you were born into.
What
What a privilege, Bob Short. Now, we're off to hear from our sponsors, and then it's time for Sonny's Wheel.
Welcome to Sonny's Wheel. And tonight, the major prize you won't win is a fabulous 4-night holiday for two on the exciting Gold Coast, staying at the world-renowned Chevron Hotel Service Paradise and flying TAA the friendly way. And don't let Blakey get you. This On the Buses board game will guarantee minutes of fun for the whole family, complete with a leering Jacko on the box for our friends at Dennis Fisher. You can bowl, rover, over and give Puss the best with a year's supply of Happy Dog beef and Happy Cat fish bits. And don't forget Nana, like most Christmases, surprise her with a year's supply of hearty meals. Pensioner favourites come as beef stew and seafood medley, all thanks to the wonderful folk at Happy Canning Company. Don't let your guests down with this handcrafted fondue set, made locally from old surgical stainless steel and wood offcuts. This will surely get the party started, courtesy the House of Fondue. Along with this state-of-the-art Hanimex AM/FM cassette player. Enjoy your favourite tunes wherever you go. Hanimex, hey, it works. Always be on time with this handsome wristwatch, guaranteed to be the correct time at least twice a day. It comes with a one-size-fits-all band and a knob to wind it up, courtesy of Iverstone's Jewelers. And get ready to get smart. This set of obsolete World Book Encyclopedia will clutter up your lounge room for many years to come with no hope for resale. And this modern camera is just what you need for capturing those embarrassing moments that you and no one will ever forget. The new Instamatic is fun and easy to use from Kodak, the colours of life. And this set of mismatched dinnerware will add some pizzazz to any table from the amazing staff at Malamine Warehouse, 6 great locations across the south side. These and more great prizes you won't win here on Sonny's Wheel. Now it's back to you, Sonny.
Thanks, John. Welcome, folks, to Sonny's Wheel, where we give you, the viewers, the chance to win some really great prizes generously provided to us by the talented artists we have on this show. Now, wonderful people, you can't win any of the prizes on the Wheel intro. Well, of course you can't. You'd have more chance of Auntie Jack jumping through your speakers and ripping your bloody arms off. But we do have some wonderful prizes, such as band t-shirts, CDs, records, CDs like these ones, Mick Medeo here, grab a sandwich, and don't forget, there is a $100 voucher around here, oh, somewhere, number 1, from our good friends at Poison Arrow, and that's to spend at their online store. They do retro and rockabilly clothing, and you know what, you can use that anywhere in the world. So everyone, here's how we do Sonny's Wheel. The names of all the entrants, and I'll tell you what, are slim pickings this month, we'll put into the barrel. Well, I'll give it a tumble and draw out 2 names, and when I've done that, I'll spin the wheel twice, 1 for each contestant. The prize you land on is the prize you win. If you don't land on any of our music prizes, you can still win an exclusive I'm a Winner on Sonny's Wheel mug, and you can only get them by winning one on the wheel. Anyway, here we go. Roll out the ball! I'll tell you what, folks, technology just gets worse and worse every time, doesn't it? Now, all the name have been put into the barrel. It's hot under these lights. You don't understand, people. Anyway, all the name you know, have been put into the barrel. Slim pickings, folks. You've been, you know, it works both ways. Anyway, they're all in there. Now, don't forget too, we've got these wonderful people who sponsor the barrel. Village Cafe, Queenstown in Tasmania. Check it out. Cone smashers. Hey? Everyone loves smashing a few cones. That's what they tell me. From Queenstown as well. And our good friends Wayne and Ange from Poison Arrow. Look after this baby, I tell you. Gets us lube jobs and all that stuff. Look, it looks a bit flash at the moment. Anyway, the names are all in there. I'm going to give it a spin and draw out the first name. Can I have some barrel rolling tunes, please, Mr. Music? Hello, hello, hello. Is anybody in there, in there, in there? Just nod if you can hear me. Hang on. It's getting right down deep in there. I just got one just on the tip of my finger. Who we got here? Michelle Wood. Michelle Wood. You're the first name out of the barrel. And guess what? We get to spin around. Oh, we don't get to spin all over around. We get to spin the barrel again. And you go up. You're the first one to get to spin. Music. Ah, what a tune, eh, guys? I could listen to that all my life. Expect to see something come out of here. Here we got Chris Burton. Chris Burton. The other name out of the barrel. Hey, good odds this month, I'll tell you. Okay. I'm going to have to gently say goodbye to the barrel because of people from Workplace Health and Safety talk about me going and giving it a good roost. Well, that's what happens. So back over there. And there it goes. Huh? Smooth bearing wheels. Okay. Michelle Wood. It's on number one. You got the chance of winning any of these wonderful things. Ice bet on your gravy shirt. 50 large. We got a t-shirt and a vinyl record from them. Photograph from Stuart's house, autographed. Our good man who was on the last series of Twin Peaks. I can't get my head around it. Put this barrel wheel around too far. Anyway, gravel sandwich. New ones. Complaints. Lots of stuff. Delirium seeds, ups and downs. But you can also, there's the mugs. So we go back around to number one. Michelle, here we go. Ready, steady. Oh, what a sound, eh? What a sound. Delicados. I'll tell you what, I'm going to move that because we've given away all our delicados except for the one you're going to get, Michelle. Right. Chris Burton. Maybe if I start it somewhere else. Let's see what happens. What would you like? Let's start on a mug. Mugs everywhere. Mugs are everywhere.
My baby loves love and she's got what it takes and she knows how to use it. My baby loves.
Ups and downs. So, there you go. Ups and Downs CD. What was the name of that? I can't remember right now. Off the top of my head, John will know. Anyway.
Another country, Sonny. Another country.
Let's arrange for the winning entrants to get their prizes. Now, if you want to put your name down for Sonny's Wheel, go to thesonnymarkleshow.com and follow the links. And it's as easy as leaving your name and email address. That's it for the wheel, folks. Thanks to everyone who entered. Now, we're off to an ad break now. I'm going to go and put my head in a bucket of ice. And when we come back, we've got Mick and Ursula and our very own John Voice, you old devil I know, with his new video and much, much more. So see you soon! Welcome back. Tireless supporters of the Sonny Michael Show, Mick Medue and Ursula, make a spectacular return to the show this evening with a successful pairing with Dave Smith, founder of ARIA-nominated Brisbane synth act Boxcar. He teamed with Queensland Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Mick Medue and partner Ursula to launch a series of steamy dance floor remixes of the title track from Mick Medue and Ursula's Love Is Calling album, right there. Now, Dave and Ursula go way back, to Brisbane in the 1980s, in fact, when Dave helped make a video for Ursula's then band Ironing Music. Love Is Calling was 4ZZ's album of the week on its release on I-94 Bar Records in early 2022. The remix project has realised 4 Boxcar remixes, whose titles are inspired by Dave Smith's love of Roma and Brunswick streets in Brisbane's Fortitude Valley Entertainment Precinct. The video for the Roma Street Radio Rumble remix, by the way, was made here at the MVP studio by our producer Mike. Here it is, Love Is Calling, Roma Street Radio Rumble remix, Mick Medue and Ursula. Excellent, well done. Now, you can get Mick and Ursula's CD, Love Is Calling, from I-94 Bar Records. There's the website right there. Now, don't do yourself any injustices. Go out and get it. Well, folks, as I said earlier, my pal right there, Mr. John Voice, has been in the studio recording an album of songs to be released just in time for Mother's Day. Well, that's a coincidence, isn't it? Hey? This will be John's second LP after his underground masterpiece, John Voice Speaks the Classics. The song he brings us tonight is Operator, That's Not the Way It Feels. Originally written and performed by the late great Jim Croce in 1972. It's the first single for John of his aptly called long player, A Fool for Love. Get your tissues at the ready, folks. Here he is, John Voice, with his new video making its debut anywhere, Operator, That's Not the Way It Feels.
Or could you help me place this call? See the number on the matchbook is old and faded. She's living in LA with my best old ex-friend Ray. Guy she said she knew well and sometimes hated. Way they say it goes. Well, let's forget all that and give me the number if you can find it, so I can call just to tell them I'm fine and the show. I've overcome the blow, I've learned to take it well. I only wish my words could just convince myself that it just wasn't real, but that's not the way it feels. Operator, or could you help me place this call? I can't read the number that you just gave me. There's something in my eyes, you know it happens every time. I think about a love that I thought would save me. That the way they say it goes. Well, let's forget all that and give me the number if you can find it, so I can call just to tell them I'm fine and to show I've overcome the blow, I've learned to take it well. I only wish my words could just convince myself that it just wasn't real, but that's not the way it feels. That's not the way it feels. Operator, oh, let's forget about this call. No one there that I really wanted to talk to. Thank you for your time. Oh, you've been so much more than kind. You can keep the dime. That the way they say it goes. Well, let's forget all that and give me the number if you can find it, so I can call just to tell them I'm fine and to show I've overcome the blow, I've learned to take it well. I only wish my words could just convince myself that it just wasn't real, but that's not the way it feels.
on.
Oh, thank you, Sonny.
That's for you, John. Bravo.
Oh, thank you, everyone.
Bravo,
thank
John.
you very much.
Hey, give him a big, big hand, everyone. Hey?
Thank you, thank you.
Anyway, there's the new album, right online. You should be able to get it at Parlings or Brasses or wherever good records and cassettes are sold. Anyway, let's have a close-up picture. Let's have a close-up look at that picture. Hey? Look at you, John.
Oh, no.
Look at you. Hey? A smouldering Ralph the Bricker sort.
Oh, no way.
You folks, take a guess who his wardrobe assistant was.
Santa King!
You can get out. No, it was me, you Philistines. Anyway, great work, John. Great work,
Thank
mate.
you, Sonny. Thank you.
Anyway, it's time for a short break. And when we come back, we have Brisbane's KARL AVENGER and a superb new single featuring the sublime talents of Brian Woods and our very special surprise guest as well. So don't leave your sets. Hey, you see it, right? Race 6 of Doomben. Oh, I lost the packet on that, mate. Yeah, hoof-hearted. That monk now. Anyway, folks, welcome back. Hey? Local music stalwart and front person for Brisbane band Delirium Siege, KARL AVENGER, has delivered us another fine track. The song is called Try to Mean It. Now, KARL has been a big supporter of the Sonny Michael Show, so give him the applause he deserves. KARL AVENGER, Try to Mean It.
Somebody's in the center, switching her humor, the gold of her anger shines so briefly. Try to keep it closer to you. Try to mean it. Say you still do. Look to the sun with a healthy belief in photosynthesis. Try to keep it closer to you. Try to mean it. Say you still do. Fire of nature. Try to keep it closer to you. Try to mean it. Say you still do. Try to keep it closer to you. Try to mean it. Still do, yeah.
Beautiful. KARL AVENGER, folks. Now, people, if you would like to know any more about any of the acts we have on the show, you can go to www.thesonnymichaelshow.com and follow the links. Now, for our final act this magical evening, we're extremely excited to show the debut single for the incredibly talented Brian Woods. Brian Woods is an African-American pianist, vocalist, producer, songwriter, actor and author. His musical roots are based out of the Gospel Church in Akron, Ohio, where he's performed for most of his life. But his musical accolades expand far beyond that. Serving as a radio DJ for 88.9 The Edge, he began to broaden his musical taste. In college, he also ran security for the national entertainment acts that were brought in. It was there that Brian saw his future on a fateful evening, working detail for Blessed Union of Souls. Brian saw one man playing a piano and singing, and watched as it transformed the entire atmosphere. His name was Elliot Sloan. He owned the crowd of 1,000+ students that day, and he controlled what they felt and what they believed. I saw a segregated crowd joining hands and hearts, Brian remarked. And on that fateful night, he became determined that one day he would do the same. Since that day, Brian has sung and played in numerous bands and has opened for such acts as Tower of Power and Mint Condition. He has performed live on Cleveland's Fox 8 News, as well as several regionally based Cleveland and Pittsburgh radio stations. Needless to say, Brian loves to entertain. He's passionate about the music of his mind, which spans from gospel and R&B all the way to standard jazz and blues. Brian's goal is to bring his sound to the world and use it to bring joy to every soul he can reach. His debut book, From a Father, was released nationally in 2020, and his national recording debut on Cleveland time as a member of Matthew Alec and the Soul Electric was released in 2021. Brian currently serves as a producer at Cleveland Time Records, a record label dedicated to bringing the world of jazz from the great city of Cleveland. This is his debut single. It's a remarkably beautiful adaptation of the jazz classic My Funny Valentine. It features fellow bandmates Matthew Alec on tenor sax and Jared Lees on bass, and includes Brian Randall on drums and percussion. Here it is, My Funny Valentine.
My funny Valentine, sweet comic Valentine, you make me smile with my heart. Ooh, your looks are laughable, unphotographable. Still, you're my favorite work of art. Ooh, is your figure less than Greek? Is your mouth a little weak? When you open it to speak, are you smart? Ooh, but don't change a hair for me. Not if you care for me. Stay, funny Valentine. Stay. For each day is Valentine's Day. funny Valentine, sweet comic Valentine, you make me smile with my heart. Are laughable, unphotographable. Still, you're my favorite work of art. It's your figure, less than Greek, is your mouth a little weak when you open it to speak? Are you smart? Ooh, but don't change a hair for me, not if you care for me. Stay, funny Valentine, stay. For each day is Valentine Day.
Sweet as honey, folks. Brian Wood's My Funny Valentine. Out now on Cleveland Time Records, and you can get it on most digital stores. We're taking a break, and then it's time to meet our surprise special guest. I can't wait for this one.
Couture for your cat, some habby for your tabby, or togs for your mog. Since 1959, Googins Cat Leisure and Evening Wear has everything a fancy feline would ever need. Googins is the Bayside's leading catwear dealer, with only the top brands. So when your pampered pussy is ready to be let out of the bag, make sure they're sporting that Googins style. Ask for it by name. Googins Cat Leisure and Evening Wear, 13A, Upper Low Terrace, Bayside Village, open 7 days a week.
Welcome back, everybody. Now, as I promised you earlier on the show, we have a very, very, very extremely special guest on the show tonight. Let me introduce you folks to a man that I've known all my life. It's the good fellow, Danny Michaels. Make me welcome everyone. Hey, how are you, Daddy Michaels?
I'm very well, thank you, Sonny.
Well, folks, we're going to do a little bit of a number for you tonight, like we promised. Now, can you give me a key there, fella?
You're there! Oh, Sonny, you frightened the hell out of me. Oh, I thought I'd get a heart attack.
Don't worry, folks. I've seen this done in a movie. Yeah. Daddy, fantastic, fantastic, Daddy Michael, fantastic. Give me a big hand, folks. Now get off.
What, Sonny? What are you doing?
Give me a big hand, folks. Anyway, folks, wasn't that wonderful? We're going to take a break right now because I need to lie down a Bex and a can of Coke, or maybe 2 Bex or 3. Anyway, we're going to have some of that, and when we come back, we're going to finish off the show. Don't go away.
Do you like movie soundtracks? Do you like TV soundtracks? Or even musical comedy soundtracks? If you answered yes to any of those things, then you need to party with Joe on 4ZZZ Soundtrack Show every Saturday night from midnight through to 2 a.m. The 4ZZZ Soundtrack Show plays a great variety of music including punk, blues, country, hip-hop, heavy metal and rock and roll. Grab a drink, turn up the volume just a little, and listen to Joe on the Soundtrack Show every Saturday night, 12 to 2 a.m. on 4ZZZ FM 102.1 MHz or live stream on 4ZZZ.org. Sonny Michael Show is a proud supporter of 4ZZZ and community radio.
Well, folks, that's the end of the Sonny Michael Show here tonight. We really hope you enjoyed the show. I want to thank all the special guests that have appeared on this evening's show. IZERA, MICK MEDEW and Ursula, Triangle Head, KARL AVENGER, Bob Short, Steve Danko, Gravel Sandwich, Brian Woods, Daddy Michaels and our house band Stencil Jazz. I also want to thank our sponsor Poison Arrow, also you, the viewers and fans of the show. Now, if you'd like to help out our artists or our program, go to our website at thesonnymichaelshow.com and you'll find all the links to the artist pages. And while you're there, have a gander at the Sonny merch page and share our show with your family and friends. And like we say on the Sonny Michael Show, the more voices we have, the easier we are to hear. Well, say John!
Oh, yes, Sonny.
Now, I was at the restaurant down the road the other day to have a late night tea.
Oh, the one at the Golden Sheep petrol station.
Yeah, that's the one. Well, I got my food and I said to the person working there, this plate you gave me is dirty.
Mm-hmm.
The lady, well, she just replied, they're as clean as cold water can get them.
Rightio.
So I thought, oh, well, you know, one off. So next day I went back again and the same thing happened. All the dishes were still dirty. And so I said once again, these dishes are still dirty. Well, she said, just said to me, cold water runs all day. So those are as clean as cold water can get. So I said, all right, whatever you say. Anyway, next day, right after I finished my meal, I saw this mangy dog outside.
Yeah.
I said to the lady, look at that mangy old dog out there. Well, she just looked out and said to me, oh, him? That's cold water.
Oh, Sonny.
Anyway. Who wants to hear a construction joke? Well, never mind, I'm still working on that one. Well, that's it. Anyway, that's it. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Be kind to each other. Stay safe. And good night.
Guest and artist choose to fly TAA the Friendly Way. And drive She'll Be Right Karl Avengers. Sonny stays at the Winning Creek Hotel and is dressed by Horns Menswear Chemistry. Stencil Jazz is dressed by Poison Arrow, Rockabilly and Retro Clothing. This has been an MBP production for the MBP Network. This is John Voice speaking.